Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another match, and let's get right into it. So, this time I was playing going second 60 card Orcust Danger, and I was playing against the 40 card going second like machine Orcust deck, I guess I would call it. Because they play like Scrap Recycler, Fortress, and like the whole Golem combo. So we Scrap Recycler, Sun Nightmare, and then discard Harp and Fortress to summon Fortress, make Wyvern, summon out Scrap, get rid of it to bring out Golem, and then that has to destroy a card on the field, so it's going to have to destroy itself. I don't know why he didn't set Mind Control, but then Recycler, send Giz, Fortress, discard 1, summon itself back. Giz, summon itself back. And then he's going to make Appaloosa. And then Harp, bring out Nightmare. Wand, bring out Harp. Make Altea. Galatea, put back Wand to grab Crescendo. And then Nightmare, send the Wand. And then he passed. And then end phase, I dropped this just to bait one of the Appaloosa negates, because like obviously he has to negate it. And then I drew return, discard, draw 2. I draw Crescendo and Snake. Crescendo's really bad, obviously. Then Desires. Draw Phantasme and Nightmare. Obviously, like, both not really good in this situation, but reveal Snake. Hits Gizmek. Summon. Sadly, I draw Snake here instead of, like, a different danger, so that way I can summon out Phoenix. Discard Gizmek, summon out Snake, draw another Nightmare. The deck usually, like, obviously doesn't draw this many multiples, because, like, it's a 60 card deck. Mind Control, target Gal, Crescendo. But sometimes it does draw hands like these. Summon out Gizmek just to bait and add another Appaloosa in the gate. And then Snake attack over the Appaloosa. And then main 2, I make IP. Because I can either summon Gizmek to make Unicorn with it, or summon out Phantasme. And I leave Crescendo in hand because I would discard it off Unicorn. Like, I could discard it off Unicorn. And also, like, Dangers can hit it. Well, no real point of setting it. So he draws Urgent Schedule and Harp off of his return. Makes a Link 4, makes Boros. And here it's like I would have to summon out a Gizmek to stop this if I didn't just drop Phantasme, but Gizmek would lose to like a Called By or DD Crow. So I decided to summon out Phantasme there, knowing that like he's still just gonna combo. And then he special summons Harp, normal summons Harp, I take 34. He summons out his own Gizmek. And here I choose I still choose not to drop Gizmek because he's just gonna ding send. And I feel like if I get like decent draws next turn, it doesn't really matter what ending board he has. I'll be able to attack over some stuff for game with my Boros. So then he makes IP. He sets 1 and passes, and that's the Urgent Schedule. Return, draw 2. Sadly, again, like, keep drawing multiples, so I draw, like, Bigfoot, which is bad. Sun Harp off of Scrap, and then Harp. I play Scrap over Mathman in this deck because it can send Gizmek, and Gizmek's like a big part of this deck. Just allowing you to like get a whole bunch of banish cards for free, and like all the Gizmek summons are so free. So he keeps Called By and shuffles back the other Phantasme, then he IPs. Makes Unicorn, bounce back Gal. Set Crescendo, reveal Mothman, because I'm going to need Crescendo to stop the Zero Boros, so I'm just going to lose. And then here I decided to discard Bigfoot, can't pop because I used IP to make it. But just so that way, like, my next Bigfoot has a chance of, like, actually coming out. Skelly, bring back Nightmare. Reveal Bigfoot. Hit the Nightmare, summon Bigfoot, draw one. Draw Super Poly, but I have no other cards in hand. This card's really good in this deck because this plus, like, Bigfoot or Gizmek makes Ding. And then Bigfoot, kill Uni. And he can't Gizmek here either, because like he only has 8 cards in deck, and he'll just deck out if he does. And then right here, I was like, yeah, he can't use it, but once I actually like typed it out, like copy and pasted it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm dumb. And then Gizmek attack the scrap. Because like the only way I would have been able to, like another way to outplay that was like attack Fortress, hope that Fortress pops the Crescendo, so that way I can add something. But like this Zero Boros is just such a big threat. Send Skelly, make Long to get rid of the Fortress, because I don't have like many life points at all. Set Super Poly pass. Zero Boros comes back, and well, it tries to come back, and I Crescendo it. Nightmare, target Long, Sun Harp, and then Wand, bring back Nightmare, summon Scrap Recycler just to make a Gal. And then here I just admit defeat because he could summon Ding, send, and I lose. And eventually he would just get rid of Long and try going for game. So obviously I choose to go second again. My deck's like a going second build. And then here I draw like the combo, trade in and wand. I only play one wand and like 3 trade in a 60 card deck. But like wand searchable off Crescendo, but it's a really cool combo if you actually get it. It's like orchestrated return pretty much. So he's gonna normal summon, bring out Fortress and Gal. Then he's gonna send Wand, bring back Nightmare, Gal, put back Wand. And his hand's insane. He has Lancia called by Ash. But then he draws Nightmare, Scrap Recycler. I don't know why he'd go for the return play in his build. Because like the return play is really bad in that build. Like you could draw like your machines or like your Orcust, and they're all just kind of dead. It's good in the striker build because the striker build you can draw and like engage and stuff. I summon this during the end phase because it's free, obviously. Allure, banish Harp, trade in, get rid of Wand, and then he drops Lancia. Now I have like Nib, Phantasme to play next turn. Mind Control, take the Ding. And I realize that like I'm just gonna Gal, put back Harp, and then get my Crescendo. I know like this can't attack because like I Mind Controlled it. But like if it's in attack position, maybe he just doesn't do something. I don't know. Either way, like this has less attack than Gizmek. Set Crescendo pass. He draws Wand, which is actually good because Fortress. He tries baiting this out. I summon out Gizmek. And then he chains called by, and obviously I have to Crescendo that, or just Gal's gonna die and Crescendo's gonna be dead. Then he kills Gizmek. Normal summon Scrap Recycler, effects, send Skelly. And then make Scrap Wyvern. Here I like don't summon Phantasme because I know that later on in the turn he's gonna end with IP. And also like I'm gonna have to nib. Or he's just gonna drop Appaloosa. So I summon it in defense. In this zone, not over there because Long can't touch over there. And then Harp, bring out Nightmare. Wand, bring out Harp. And then Skelly, bring out Ding just to attach the wand. Summon out Gal. Gal, pull back Skelly. Set return. And then use it. Draw a Dark Reference System down. Now like I'm watching the replay, wondering why like he didn't just activate System down. But he's gonna summon out Gizmek. And then turn Gizmek and Token and the IP. And then here I activate Phantasme. And he lets it go through. And then for some reason, like I only put back one card, and I wouldn't even caught it if it wasn't for him. So I ended up putting back the Orcust card, the Nightmare, and then I draw Babel, which is obviously really bad. I was gonna be able to get to it anyways, and I would have needed to because I was gonna Lancia my opponent. So just battle phase, attack over IP for 22, Phantasme, attack for 600. It doesn't detach from Ding. Honestly, I didn't even realize that he did it until afterwards. When I was like going through, I was like, wait, how did Ding get no materials on it? Because this can't die by battle because it's linked. And then I crescendo, and I was going to add Harp. And then main phase 2, be able to do a Tiny Orcust combo. And end with Phantasme on board. Or Nib on board, I'm not. And then Lancia, so that way he can't just like do anything. Like his deck is like all like machines that banish. Like here he could Gizmek, but it's really bad to Gizmek in that deck when you don't have to. Normal summon Dark Grepher. Attack over for 200. Then attack, or yeah, he didn't mean to attack. Then main phase 2, he makes Long. And then this, he had to get rid of the Dark Grepher off board, which is like, I was wondering like why would he even summon the Dark Grepher then? Here I draw Desires, then I activate it to draw 2. Draw System down, set it, then Mothman, get rid of itself, we both draw and discard. Then I get Snake Effect to bring itself back out, and then activate Bigfoot, discard the Desires, draw Maju, and I have 27 vanished, and I can get to 35. But here I choose to System down. Like, there's no way that he had anything in hand anyhow. He would have like had to draw the Imperm off of the Mothman, and he was still just gonna die to like Bigfoot anyhow. And if he would have had a set, then I wouldn't have System down because it could have been the urgent schedule. I would just summon Maju and try to attack over Ding for game. And then here he makes me go first, and my opening hand it's tragic. Like I can't do anything. I just have to set Harp, set Super Poly, and pass. He draws like Lancia, Called by Ash, Scrap Recycler. So he's gonna send Harp a Scrap Recycler. Harp, bring out Skelly. Make Gal. Shuffle back Harp, get return. And then return the Nightmare away. Draw Nightmare and Mind Control. Mind Control, take the Harp. Flip the Harp. Nightmare on Gal. Sun Wand. Wand bring out Nightmare. Then he's going to link away in the Boral Sword. Skelly, bring this back out. And I knew that he was going to like summon Ding and affect the sun, so I just discard Trade-in. Get rid of the board to bring out Venom. And then he sets Called by and Crescendo and passes. He drops Lancia. And here I'm like, alright, well, I can either Reborn, bring out Lancia, he can't play next turn. And that plays around like Imperm. Or I can Monster Reborn, bring out Boral Sword. and have the opportunity to just kill. So I go reborn, target sword, and then he just admits defeat because it's 28, 3000, 3000. But I thought that play was pretty cool. But that's it for the video.